Hey everyone, massive shock. Are Mahomes and Kelsey leaving the Chiefs? Chiefs Kingdom, this could be truly heartbreaking. Strong signs are emerging that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey could both leave the team this year. These two have been the foundation of Kansas City's success in recent years, and if they both go, it could spell serious trouble for the Chiefs. Mahomes' incredible arm strength and game intelligence, combined with Kelsey's elite route running and reliable hands, have made them one of the most dangerous duos in NFL history. When these two are on the field together, the Chiefs' offense is practically unstoppable. Their chemistry and ability to complement each other have kept Kansas City at the top of the league for years. If they both leave, the Chiefs' offensive firepower would take a massive hit. Kelsey's dominance in the middle of the field and Mahomes' ability to extend plays have been key to the team's success. Without them, Andy Reid would need to completely rethink the offensive strategy, and there's no guarantee it would work as well without his two biggest playmakers. Starting next season without Mahomes and Kelsey would be a crushing blow for Chiefs fans. The team's Super Bowl chances would take a serious hit, and opposing defenses would suddenly have a much easier time containing Kansas City's offense. If this scenario becomes reality, it could take the Chiefs years to recover and rebuild to their former strength. Chiefs Kingdom. What do you think about this? Could the Chiefs survive without Mahomes and Kelsey, or would it be the end of an era? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think? Could the Chiefs survive without Mahomes and Hill, or would this be the end of an era? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Draft season is coming, and our team has some important decisions to make. Who will be the new reinforcements? Today, I bring you Mock Draft 1, analyzing the Chiefs' first 5 picks and how these players could impact the team. The NFL Draft is one of the most exciting times of the year, and the Chiefs have 8 picks to shape the future of their roster. Even after another successful campaign, we still need to strengthen some key areas, especially the offensive line, wide receiver group, and defense. It's time to project the talents that can help Patrick Mahomes and company stay at the top of the league. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Who is your favorite Chiefs draft pick of all time? It could be Mahomes, Derek Thomas, Tony Gonzalez, or any other great player who is suited up for Kansas City. Leave your comment below, and let's jump into the video. Kansas City enters this draft with some significant holes on the roster despite its recent success, with 8 total picks, 4 of which are in the top 100. GM Brett Veach will have the opportunity to bolster critical areas of the team. We need to strengthen the offensive line to protect Mahomes, add a dynamic wide receiver, improve the pass rush, and increase depth on defense. Additionally, the Chiefs have already made some financial adjustments to create cap space, restructuring the contracts of Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones, among others. They currently have about $27 million in cap space, which provides some flexibility for future signings and trades. However, the main focus will be on the draft, where finding affordable talent is essential to maintaining long-term competitiveness. With that in mind, we simulated a 4-round mock draft using the Pro Football Focus Draft Simulator, making all the picks for the Chiefs while the system handled the rest of the teams. No trades this time, but we focused on the best options available to strengthen the roster. Let's see how it turned out. With the 31st overall pick, the Chiefs select Nick Scouton, edge rusher from Texas A&M, a name that may surprise some, but it makes perfect sense for Kansas City. Scouton is an explosive pass rusher who can make an immediate impact on defense. We know that bolstering the defensive line is always a smart move when you have one of the best QBs in the league to protect. Scouton began his career at Purdue before transferring to Texas A&M, where he dominated the SEC in 2024. As a senior, he recorded 5 sacks, 36 pressures, and 14 tackles for loss, proving himself to be an aggressive and versatile defender. His playing style is reminiscent of George Karlaftis, another former Purdue player who has excelled for the Chiefs. Together, they could create a deadly pass rush rotation alongside Chris Jones. Despite his raw talent, Scouton still needs to refine his technique and improve his hip flexibility to be more effective against experienced NFL blockers. But with the right coaching, he could become one of the top Steelers in this draft. Did you like this pick? Type S to select or P to pass. Let me know in the comments. Now it's time to protect our QB. With the 63rd pick, the Chiefs select Aronte Ursery, offensive tackle from Minnesota. We know that strengthening the O-line is essential to ensure that Mahomes has time in the pocket and can continue to operate his magical aerial attack. Ursary brings strength, mobility, and intelligence to the position. Ursary was named the Big Ten's best offensive lineman in 2024, showing incredible improvement throughout the season. His numbers are impressive. 77.5 overall grade from PFF, 77.3 pass protection grade. Only 1 sack allowed all season. This proves that he can be a reliable addition to the Chiefs' offensive line, especially to bolster the left side. His weak point is that he can be a bit slow in his initial blocks, which will require some technical adjustments. But with Andy Reid and the Chiefs' staff, he has everything he needs to become a pillar in Mahomes' protection. Kingdom, did you like this choice? Drop your thoughts in the comments. With the 66th pick, Kansas City strengthens the interior of the defensive line. The Chiefs select Joshua Farmer, defensive tackle from Florida State. The Chiefs' defense is already solid, but adding more depth in the middle of the line is always a smart move, especially when it involves an emerging talent like Farmer. Farmer was a standout at Florida State and has shown steady improvement over the years. In 2024, he recorded 32 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. He also received the Bobby Bowden Award for leadership. His physical presence and explosiveness off the line make him a nightmare for opposing blockers. His biggest challenge in the NFL will be maintaining a low pad level and avoiding balance issues against more technical blockers. But with Chris Jones as his mentor, Farmer has everything he needs to grow quickly and become a strong piece in the Chiefs' defensive rotation. Finally, a reinforcement for the receiving corps. With the 95th pick, the Chiefs select TZ Johnson, wide receiver from Oregon. Johnson is an agile, dynamic player with great potential to be an important piece in Mahomes' offense. Johnson had a special connection with Oregon QB Bo Nix, and it showed in his numbers. 2023, 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. 2024, 83 receptions for almost 900 yards, despite a slight drop in production. His biggest strength is YAC, yards after the catch, which fits perfectly with the Chiefs' fast pacing and dynamic attack. Johnson's lighter build may be a challenge against more aggressive defenses, but his speed and versatility make him an excellent option for the offense. He can also contribute on punt and kickoff returns, something the Chiefs need to improve. Did you like this addition to the WR Core? Drop a comment below, and that wraps up our Mock Draft 1. With smart picks and reinforcements in key areas, the Chiefs emerge from this draft even stronger. Of course, there may still be changes and adjustments, but this projection gives a good idea of how the team can strengthen for 2025. Now I want to hear from you. From 0 to 10, how would you rate these picks? Leave a comment below and let's discuss who you'd like to see on the Chiefs. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any updates about the Chiefs. See you in the next video. Go Chiefs! The Kansas City Chiefs are making moves, and the 2025 NFL Draft is shaping up to be a pivotal one for the reigning AFC champion. With the offseason in full swing, General Manager Brett Veach and head coach Andy Reid are setting the stage for another deep playoff run. But the big question remains, did the Chiefs get it right with their first 4 picks in this year's draft? I'll give you all the details, but first, make sure to hit that like button. If you're a true Chiefs fan, man, in my opinion, after these adjustments, we'll have an unbeatable scenario. If they organize themselves right, this team will get there. If you believe it too, drop a comment like, "Go Chiefs, I believe in the Super Bowl." Setting the stage after a tough season and a strong playoff push, the Chiefs entered the draft with several key needs. Depth on the offensive line, help in the pass rush, additional playmakers on offense with 8 total picks, including 4 inside the top 100. Kansas City had a golden opportunity to reload for another Super Bowl run. Let's get right to the action. With the 31st overall pick, the Chiefs had several intriguing options left on the board. Offensive linemen like Oregon's Connor Lee and Stanford wide receiver Ellick were still available, but Kansas City went a different route. Chiefs select Nick Scorton, edge rusher, Texas A&M. Instead of taking an offensive player, the Chiefs selected Nick Scorton, an explosive edge rusher from Texas A&M. Scorton began his college career at Purdue before transferring to Texas A&M, where he became a force in the SEC 2023. 10 sacks, 42 pressures, first team All-SEC honors. 2024, 5 sacks, 36 pressures, proving consistent backfield disruption. The scouting report on Scorton is promising. Solid build, great physicality at the point of attack, high football IQ, but some scouts have concerns about his ability to bend around the edge effectively. Chiefs Kingdom, I know what you're thinking. Why not an offensive lineman with this pick? The Chiefs O-line struggled at times last season, and protecting Patrick Mahomes should be a priority. Here's the deal. Pass rushers are just as valuable, especially when you consider how Chris Jones and George Karlaftis carried the defensive line last season. Adding Skorton gives Kansas City another weapon on defense, and we've seen how dominant pass pressure can change the game in big moments. With the 63rd overall pick, Kansas City addressed the offensive line by selecting Minnesota tackle Arante Ursary. Ursary, a dominant force in the Big Ten, was named the conference's 2024 Offensive Lineman of the Year. His 2023 season was particularly impressive, allowed just 1 sack all season, earned a 77.5 overall grade from PFF, 77.3 in pass protection. At 6'4" with long arms and a powerful punch, Ursary has the physical tools to succeed at the next level. His athleticism is solid, and he understands blocking schemes well. His technique, however, can be inconsistent at times, and he'll need some refinement at the NFL level. But with Andy Reid and the Chiefs staff, he has the perfect environment to develop into a cornerstone of the offensive line. What's next? The Chiefs still have several more picks to address key needs and strengthen the roster. A wide receiver, another pass rusher, and possibly a defensive back could be on the radar in the next rounds. What do you think of these picks so far? From 0 to 10, how would you rate the Chiefs draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any updates about the Chiefs. See you in the next video. Go Chiefs!